How to find opportunity. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. I apologize for all those of you who are watching. You may notice my red eyes. It actually occurred because we have these regulations in Josephine County. I'm in Josephine County of Oregon. And we have these regulations which pertain to air quality, and so they have burn days and non-burn days. There's been a long string of non-burn days, and so today was a burn day, and so everyone decided that they needed to burn what needed burning. We kind of live out in the country, so we have a lot of stuff and we're a heavily wooded area, so everyone's got a lot of stuff that needs to be burnt. I know it would be odd depending on where you live, but because of that, including ourselves also burning our pile, and so because of that I got the red eyes, and for no other reason. So I wanted to talk about opportunity today, and when I think of opportunity, I think of this quote, and it's been attributed to a million different people. One of the most common ones I've heard attributed to is Napoleon Hill, and he may have said something similar, but this quote really came from Zig Ziglar, who said, "Success occurs when opportunity meets preparation." And so that's always been one of my favorite quotes, and it's been re-quoted. Denzel Washington has a quote out there that's similar, that's based on luck. A lot of people say when people are lucky, and he has the same idea, opportunity meeting preparation, and that really is what opportunity needs, because really there's opportunity everywhere. If you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneurial type, you probably see opportunity way too many places. If you're anything like me, you can't stop but find opportunities. They're just kind of everywhere. They're constantly throwing themselves at you, and you have to get really good at saying no to opportunity. Whereas many people go through their whole life without really sensing any opportunity whatsoever. And so how do you go about sensing it? You got to be prepared for it, and there's different ways to be prepared for it. I'll give you an example. Is when I was living in Chico, California, going to college, and was just in a really bad situation to where I'd gotten stuck there because I had plans with some other people, and all of them fell through. I didn't even want to be there, but because of these plans, we thought we were all going to be living there, and a lot of us were going to be going to college, and so on and so forth, and all these things, one thing after another, fell through for me. So I was in a situation where I was prepared in a sense of knowing I needed a different direction, or knowing that there must be a different direction waiting for me because so many things had gone wrong. And because of that, I had something that came into my life that completely changed my life, took me into a world of business that I've never quite left. And I'm to this day, the reason why I'm here with you is because of that situation. And that was a very certain type of preparation for a very certain type of opportunity. Now, I have another friend who I just recently heard him talking about how he had gone through major changes in his life because he had kind of plateaued. He had gotten to a point where he was at a great situation, a fabulous situation, and he literally had to leave that behind to go towards something new. He had opportunity take him in a different direction, which didn't look like it was going to be good right off the bat. But he knew how to sense what the right thing was, and he moved towards it, even though on the outside it looked like he was walking away from great things. Which is an interesting dichotomy. It's completely the opposite of myself, but at the same sense, it's still the same thing. He was prepared for what was coming. And so if you want opportunity, if you're looking for opportunity, if you really do want it, you have to be prepared. You have to be, and you have to know what you want and what you don't want. Where you want to go and where you don't want to go. What you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. That's a huge piece of preparation. If you know those things, then these things will come to you, and sometimes you gotta scratch around a little bit for it too, because there might be some. If you're looking for something specific, you gotta talk to people. You have to dig around, and it's not going to be. The best opportunities in my life happened not because of my own effort, but I wouldn't have found them if I wasn't putting effort forth. And so this is very similar to our discussion yesterday about inspiration. And I think it's very similar. Inspiration, opportunity, these are very similar concepts. And you really will not find opportunity. It's like inspiration. It finds you, but it has to find you working. You have to be going somewhere. You have to be wanting something. You have to be, that there has to be something, some reason for it. It oftentimes will not be what you think it is. But if you have some idea about what you're going after, then you can kind of have a process of elimination, if that makes sense. Well, once again, this is a very broad-based conversation, a very up in the clouds idea, but I'd love to hear what you think, so please leave a comment wherever you're listening to this all about opportunity. What do you think about opportunity? Is it even a real thing or not? Maybe it's not even real. Maybe this is just a construct that we've created. But I'd love to hear what you think, and love to hear about what opportunities you've had in your life, and were you prepared? Did that make a difference as to whether you'd see it or not, or whether you'd be able to take it and have success with it? So that's all the ideas I have for tonight. Hey, go check out my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. It's all about being competition proof. It's specifically for business owners and executives, so people who are running things that have the ability. But if you're starting from scratch and you know where you're going, this might be able to help give you some ideas of what you'd like to do and what you wouldn't like to do in terms of being able to prevent competition before it even happens. So 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. You can get that on Amazon.com, or you can download a free digital copy over at AmazonProofBook.com. That's all I have for tonight. You have a good one. Get out there and let the magic happen.